presentation. The topic of my free paper is like clinical outcome of modified crater chop versus conventional crater chop technique in phacoemulsification surgery for hard nuclear cataract, a randomized control study at SMS Medical College, Jaipur in 2018-2019. So, as we all know, the phacoemulsification in brown cataract have been technically more challenging and can be potentially damaging and can be associated with zonular weakness, thus resulting in high complication rate. There have been suggestion of modifications in phacoemulsification for brown cataract for a better results like large CCC using a good OVD, mainly chondroitin sulfate base, modulation and optimum use of phacoemulsification power, longitudinal and torsional, and last, using of nucleofractus techniques. So the various nucleofractus techniques which can be used in brown cataract are crater chop, tunnel chop, terminal chop, two-step chop, and nuclear softening with femtosecond laser. So aim of this study is to compare the clinical outcome of modified crater chop and conventional crater chop technique in phacoemulsification surgery for hard nuclear cataract. First objective is to compare the preoperative and postoperative values of the following parameter, that is BCVA, that best corrected visual acuity, intraocular pressure, central corneal thickness, endothelial cell density. Second, to compare the intraoperative values of the following parameters, that is effective phacoemulsification time, volume of balanced salt solution used, and to document or compare any complication in each study. This is a prospective longitudinal randomized control study with double blinding conducted in upgraded Department of Ophthalmology, SMS Medical College and Hospital, Jaipur from July 2018 to June 2019. The study population included the patient attending the upgraded Department of Ophthalmology, SMS Medical College and Hospital, Jaipur. Total of 50 eyes were taken in. Inclusion criteria, as we all know, is the cataract with grade 4, grade 5 hard nuclei. Exclusion criteria, most important, is preoperative endothelial cell density of less than 2000 cells, poorly dilating pupil, all white cortical cataract with hard nucleus, cataract with subluxation, old recent uveitis, intraoperative complication compromising vision, Fuchs endothelial dystrophy, glaucoma, or subject who had previous laser photocoagulation or other disorder compromising vision, and lastly, patient not giving consent. So phaco parameters used in this case is phaco power of 65%, pulse rate of 60, 30% of aspiration rate of 5 cc per minute. The vacuum was 360 mm of Hg with bottle height of 90. The specific parameters, we used aspiration rate of 26 cc per minute and vacuum of 100 mm of Hg with bottle height of 90 centimeters and phaco powers of 70%. EPT, that is effective phacoemulsification time, was calculating using a formula of UST, that is ultrasound time, into AP pos 3, that is actual position 3 by 100. So here is just a video showing. First video shows the modified crater chop, and the second video is conventional crater chop. In modified crater chop, we are making small, multiple, peripheral, incomplete chops which help to free the central nuclear core, and this central nuclear core will then be emulsified by mechanically chopping this nucleus. Whereas in conventional crater chop, you can see that we are making a crater and sculpting the crater to achieve a depth of 65% of the thickness of the nucleus, and then the remaining nuclear rim is chopped into multiple pieces and emulsified. So when we go with the results, we find that the EPT, that is effective phacoemulsification time, in group A, that is modified crater and chop, was less. It was 6.16, and similarly the BCVA was the BSS volume used was also less in group A, that is modified crater and chop. For BCVA, we find that at first postoperative day, we have a comparatively significantly more vision in group modified crater and chop because of less corneal edema. In ECD, we see that the endothelial cell density was more in modified crater and chop in postoperative periods. The mean CCT, that is central corneal thickness, was found to be more in crater and chop due to corneal edema in cases of hard cataract. And also we can see that the IOP was not significant there was no significant difference in both the two groups. So we conclude that the endothelial cell loss between the preoperative levels and the third one post-operative follow-up was between 4.1 to 4.6 for modified crater CHOP group and 8.4 to 8.8% in the conventional crater CHOP group. In this, one subject had from conventional crater CHOP group had intraoperative meiosis, which did not respond to the drug but was included in the study. One subject from the conventional crater CHOP also had zonular dialysis during the surgery and had to be excluded from the study. No complications were recorded in modified crater CHOP group. So we are giving peripheral soft nucleus is easy to chop. We know that. So incomplete peripheral chops are given in this technique, and this frees the central nucleus, which is then manually crushed as compared to sculpting the core, resulting in less stress on the zonules. And once the central core is out, we have three advantages. First, it gives more space in the bag. Second, the peripheral chops are can be completed easily, and small pieces are easy to prolapse in the iris plane, and they can be emulsified using less energy. So this is just a diagrammatic how we are doing. It's a small multiple chops are given, which are incomplete, and the central nucleus is then freed and it is emulsified. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sukriti. Okay, so yeah, just a second. Hello.
Yes,
Dr. Tiwari, we do the questions along with the presentation, no? Just immediately after. Sir, you're on mute, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, Dr. Sukriti, I might have missed it, but did you tell us about the statistical significance in terms of the endothelial cell damage?
The endothelial cell count, and they were significantly less in modified crater CHOP. The damage was significantly less.
No, you mentioned the p-value, is it?
So I did mention it. I think I should go back to my PPT. So just 1 minute. So 1 minute, just sorry.
Okay, it's in your abstract it says p is equal to 0.025. So maybe even if you missed it, but you mentioned in the abstract, it's okay. So it was.
Yes, sir.
No, let him finish. Ashu?
It's okay, sir, because I did not see the p value. Maybe I missed it, but in the abstract she's mentioned it's p.
So it is there.
It is there. P is there.
Yes,
okay.
She has mentioned it.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So fine, it's there.
Sukriti?
Yes, sir.
You have also mentioned in your abstract that the total volume used in your phaco surgery in group A was less, that is 105 ml. And yes, in group B it is 225 ml.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it for the total surgery or the time consumed for the phaco during the phaco job?
So for phaco it is.
Only phaco. So how did you measure it? How did you measure it?
So
full surgery, suppose you have used 200 ml or 300 ml.
So we noted the level of the BSS markings are there on the bottle.
They are in the scale of 100.
Packet. Yes, sir.
They are in the scale of 100. 100, sir, 200, 300, 400.
Sir, it's an average, approximately value is taken. Like it is 50 ml. If it is half of his full is 100, then we have to divide it and take it half. Okay. It is approximated for exact values were not taken. It was approximately that it is 50 ml or it is 90 ml. It was something. It was taken in there.
Sukriti, nice presentation. Did you differentiate between the types of the cataract, means the grade of the cataract? Because if it is very hard nucleus, the central nuclear portion is very large and you have to then recrack them. So it can lead to loss of, increased phaco time. So did you differentiate between whether you are getting the same result in grade 2 and you are getting the same result in grade 5? Where the central nucleus chunk itself is very large to phaco in a single go rather than recracking them.
Yes, sir. Sir, in our study, we are because the patient we took were from grade 4 to grade 5 only. Grade 2 grades were only taken, and we did not take grade 1, 2, or 3. We were for like we did not compare it with grade 1 or grade 2 because we took grade 4 and or grade 5 in both the groups, and that were compared according to LOCS classification. We took
The
from
videos
stamp examination.
video you showed was quite soft cataract actually. So in case of large nuclei in grade 5, where the nucleus is very large, the central core, how
Yes.
you were cracking them, how you were emulsifying them without cracking, how you are cracking the peripheral portion, and how you are getting the
So we are giving multiple peripheral chops, which will free the central nucleus. Then the central nucleus is then chopped into small pieces. Like I think I can go back and show you the video. It is you can.
That's fine. I've seen that video. I do that regularly, but for grade 5, the central nucleus chunk is very big to
Yes,
be
sir.
emulsified after taking off the peripheral chunks actually.
So it is mechanically chopped with chopper. We chop into small pieces and then it is emulsified. So,
Good morning, everybody. I think I agree with Dr. Paul. Dr. Sukruti, very nice presentation, but I agree with Dr. Paul that the periphery is very soft, and if the center remains, then it will move as a block because central is the most hardest. And mechanically, if you try to chop it, then that causes zonular dialysis. So that's all that I want to say.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I think the time is up for the first presenter. So we have kept the time as 6 minutes of presentation and 2 minutes of question answers.
Okay.
So to keep it on time and to give our next presenters the equal time, I would request you to please go ahead with our next presenter.
And can we see the timer on the screen, please?
Yeah, the timer is on the screen.
Yeah,
The time has just
it is
got
visible.
up. It is getting played on the screen
Okay.
for the next presentation. Also 6 minutes presenting time, and last 2 minutes will be for the question and answers from you.
Thank you.